If you're using the JLab Epic Work wireless headset and you had a blender going on right next to you, this is what it would sound like. Testing 1, 2, 3. There's an extremely loud blender. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Most of you probably aren't running a blender while you're on your phone calls and meetings, but nonetheless, it gives you an idea of how the microphone would perform when there's extreme background noise going on around you. Stay tuned though, because we'll run through more microphone comparisons for you to hear how the microphone performs with different background noise going on. I'll start off by talking about the drawbacks on this headset, and then we'll get into what makes this headset still well worth considering. Before we get into the review, many people think that we're only a YouTube channel, but we're actually an authorized reseller for brands like JLab and many others. So if you want to order this headset and support a small business in the process, visit the link in the description of this video and use promo code YouTube at checkout for an additional discount for supporting our company. Also, if you want help with a tailored recommendation to know if this JLab headset is the right fit for you or not, contact us today and one of our advisors can help you save a ton of time and hassle it takes researching all these different headsets. First off, let's give credit where credit's due. Jabra was the originator of this design with the Jabra Evolve 275 and the Jabra Evolve 265 Flex. So from the physical design aspect, I wish JLab came out with something more original. Secondly, there's no sidetone, which is a bummer. If you aren't familiar with sidetone, this is a feature that allows you to hear your own voice when speaking into the microphone. So when you have headphones that cover both ears, the experience feels more natural and you can keep your voice at a normal level. That being said, this headset does have a feature called Aware Mode that in theory should allow you to hear the environment around you a little bit better, as well as your own voice. But from my testing, I couldn't really notice a difference with it on or off. So I still wasn't able to hear my voice at a comfortable level. If you're someone that uses call software like Zoom, RingCentral, Microsoft Teams, and many others, JLab doesn't have integrations built in with these call platforms to give you the ability to answer in calls when away from the computer, or when you mute the microphone, you won't see your mute status in the software. For some of you, this may not be a deal breaker and might be a more nice to have, whereas others, depending on your job role, this feature may be crucial. Also, it's nice that you can rotate the microphone up into the headset for it to mute the microphone, and then you can bring it back down to unmute, but there's no audible tone letting you know that you're muted and unmuted, and there's no physical mute button. Whenever connecting a headset like this to your computer, it's always recommended to use the USB dongle for the best performance. But the JLab Epic Work, for some reason, won't give you multi-point connection when using the USB dongle. So if you wanted to connect to your mobile phone, you won't be able to seamlessly switch between the computer and your mobile phone. The only way to get multi-point connection is to not use the USB dongle and connect to your computer via Bluetooth as well as your mobile phone. All that being said, many of these details may not be deal breakers for you, so let's talk about why this headset is still well worth considering. Although this headset has a similar design to the Jabra Evolve 275 and Evolve 265 Flex, it comes in at about half the price and gives you about the same features or more in some areas. You have 2-in-1 charging, so you can either charge the headset with the included USB charging stand, or you can charge via USB-C. For the charge stand to also be included, this is an extremely great value wireless headset because other headsets would be double the price, but then the charging stand would also be sold separately. On the charging base, there's a port for the USB dongle that comes pre-connected, so you only have to connect the charging stand to your computer rather than other comparable models that would require 2 USB ports to be taken up. Although we don't recommend connecting to your computer via Bluetooth, if you want multi-point connectivity, you can store the USB dongle on the right side of the charging base so you don't lose it. In comparison to other JLab headsets, the Epic Work feels like it's made with higher quality materials, and it's extremely comfortable with swiveling speakers, very soft ear pads, and a padded headband wrapped in a fabric type material. ANC or active noise cancellation is also built into the speakers, so you can turn this feature on to further reduce unwanted distractions going on around you. That way you can better zone in on your calls, meetings, or music. On the headset, the call controls are straight to the point. You have your ANC button that turns ANC on or off, and with the third press, it will turn Aware Mode on for you to better hear your surroundings. From there, you have your volume control and play pause button. So when you use the headset on your computer, it will pause or play your audio, or when connected to your mobile phone, this will answer or end your calls. The battery is rated up to 90 plus hours of playtime without ANC turned on, or up to 60 hours of playtime with ANC turned on, which is going to be more than enough. And you even get the flexibility to connect the Epic Work wireless headset with the charge cord and use it as a wired headset. No Bluetooth or USB dongle required. Something many of you will also like to know is you can toggle between voice and music mode. So when you have music mode turned on, the audio quality is still going to be good for music while the microphone is active. This is a feature that many customers have been requesting for quite some time. So this is another innovative feature that JLab incorporated into the headset. All you have to do is hold the volume up and down button for about 3 seconds at the same time, and you'll hear an audible tone in the speakers that says music or voice mode. The microphone also has noise cancellation built in. That way, when you get in noisy environments, it's designed to help you stay heard clearly while reducing the unwanted background noise. But we'll get into the microphone comparisons right now, and you can be the judge on how the microphone performs.
In a quiet work environment, this is what it would sound like if there was no background noise. Testing 1, 2, 3. No background noise. Testing 1, 2, 3. If you were typing on a keyboard,
This is what it would sound like.
testing 1, 2, 3.
Typing on a keyboard.
Testing 1, 2, 3. If there was a fan blowing around the microphone, this is what it would sound like.
Testing 1, 2, 3. There's a fan blowing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. If you had a coworker talking right behind you, this is what it would sound like on the JLab Epic Work wireless headset.
Testing 1, 2, 3. There's a coworker 2 arms distance away from me, right behind me.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Now keep in mind, I want you to have the proper expectations, depending which noise you're around, how loud it is, and which direction the noise is coming from. The results may vary on the performance of the microphone and how much noise it can block out around you. But now that you heard the different microphone comparisons with and without background noise, let us know your thoughts on the performance of the microphone in the comments below. For only $129, the JLab Epic Work wireless headset is a fully featured, extremely great value headset to consider. But just like any headset, there's some drawbacks like we mentioned earlier that may cause you to consider something else. And don't forget, if you want to give this headset a try, visit the Headset Advisor website or the link in the description of this video that will take you right to this headset, and use promo code YouTube at checkout for an additional discount. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, give it a like as it helps support our company, or consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more videos like this in the future.